and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and today you're going to see one of the continuing reasons why we're such a great town as we announce our Have a Heart food drive between now and Valentine's Day, where we're challenging all the businesses in Woodbridge to donate either $214 worth of food, cash or gift cards, or 214 pounds of food. It's something we do every January and February. Typically, people think a lot of the food drives and food pantries and soup kitchens in the holiday season, Thanksgiving through Christmas, but January and February come along and people forget. So the need doesn't go away. People need to be fed all during the year, regardless of the season. So that's why we do this every year. We involve our school kids. They go out and pick up the food. We involve our entire business community, and we're here today for that announcement. Let me start by thanking the Colonia Country Club for hosting this announcement. They're getting involved in this drive in a big way this year, which I'll announce in a minute after we talk to some of the other sponsors. But I want to thank Lee Vetland for making this beautiful country club golf course available for today's press conference. Now, this is typically a challenge. It starts out between Wegmans and ShopRite. They are our two biggest donors to the food drive all during the year. And they have a little bit of a rivalry. So I'm going to start by letting them come up and talk a little bit about what they're going to donate. You have one truck down here behind me. To my left is ShopRite. This whole big pile of food to my right is Wegmans. We'll let you be the judge as to who's winning the contest. We're not going to sit and weigh everything yet, but I think I'm willing to call it a tie so far. Let me start with Tim Lockwood, the general manager of the Woodbridge Wegmans store, and have him say a few words about your involvement.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, Tim.
Good morning. At Wegmans, we believe that good people working toward a common goal can accomplish anything they set out to do. The employees of Wegmans are pleased to get this event kicked off with 642 pounds of food. We know that the good people of Woodbridge will also respond to the mayor's challenge to help those less fortunate. And I encourage you all to visit Wegmans or ShopRite, preferably Wegmans, to drop off donations for this great project. Thank you so much to the mayor and to Peter for heading us up and giving us the opportunity to participate. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. And Wegmans general manager John Galvin, he's new to the store and he's not able to make it today. So Antonio Dennis is a assistant manager. Come on up and say a few words. He's a rookie. It's his first time to the competition, so he's a little new. So go easy on him. But are you going to take that line down from Wegmans?
Yes. Actually, good morning, everybody. And also, ShopRite is very proud to participate in this program. And we do that all year round, not just for the holidays. We have our program built up in the store. We announce, we have signs, and welcome everybody to donate. And we do that quite often. And
so you also do what Wegmans does. If somebody's shopping, they can buy an extra can and put it in the box on the way out.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
You're not very competitive. You're going to have to work on that. I'd like to introduce Councilman Jimmy Carroll, who joined us today, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Obviously, as the mayor said, this program helps us keep our food banks vital so that we can take care of the people in need throughout the township. Matter of fact, this morning I happened to be in Wegmans. I happened to buy some food to bring here today. Not as much as Tim. I didn't realize I was in competition with Tim because I didn't bring that much food. But Wegmans and ShopRite do a great job. The volunteers throughout all of the food pantries in town do a fabulous job. And again, I'm very proud to be a member here at Colonia Country Club and all the things that they do. There are so many great companies we have in this town that help contribute to the very fiber of the town. As the mayor said, we are the greatest town in the land. Thank you.
Thank you. There's a group called CBC, the Colonia Business Community, that gets involved. They're a group of businessmen up and down Inman Avenue that get involved in the community, and they every year sponsor a Taste of Colonia here at the Country Club in February. I'll let them give the details, but at that, anything they raise goes toward the food drive. It's a fantastic group of business people. They raise a lot of money every year for the food drive. So Debbie Meehan is our newly elected council person. I'll call her up first, and anybody else you want to introduce as part of the CBC. Come on up, Deb.
We will be hosting the Taste of Colonia. It's February 7th. The information is up on the board over there. The tickets are $30. We get local restaurants from in and around Woodbridge Township. It's a great event, and it's a great way to raise money and to get a lot of food. Last year we donated over $1,500. What was it? Food. 1,500 pounds of food and over 12,000.
Almost
Yeah, about $12,000. So it was a great event. So come out. It's a great night. It's a lot of fun. And the CBC is made up of a lot of local businesses in Colonia. They're fantastic. Emma and RSI Bank and Advanced Family Practice, Dr. Tracy Lipson, and they're great. So if you want to come in and get involved in the community and the businesses, give us a call, 732-382-0273, and please come out and join us for Taste of Colonia.
Thank you, Deb. Northfield Bank is also donating. Last year and the year before, they did the same thing. Instead of $214, I think you're doing $2,014. So I'd like to introduce Mike Widmer from Northfield Bank to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. If you had breakfast this morning and you're thinking about having lunch this afternoon and you know you're going to have dinner tonight, you can consider yourself very blessed. There's a lot of people in our community that aren't that fortunate, and that's why Northfield Bank is so proud to be able to sponsor this with $2,140, Mayor.
Okay.
Northfield Bank is a community bank, and we believe that it's our responsibility to assist in the community, and that's why we're so proud to help with the Mayor's initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. I'd also like to now announce Colonia Country Club, who has just a few minutes ago when this was starting, committed to $2,000 between now and February 14th. So thank you to Lee Vetlin, Matt Lanuzzi, and all the owners of the Country Club. So we just started. We have 1,000 pounds of food and $4,000, which is a pretty darn good start. I'd like to now call up Carol Mady. Carol's one of our local citizens who's taken the food drive to heart, and every year I think 4 years ago, she brought 100 pounds of food to a mayor's breakfast, then 200, then 300, then 400. Now she's up to 500 pounds this year. Just a regular everyday citizen that gets involved in the cause because she is concerned about it. So Carol, you want to say a few words? First, thank you for your 500-pound food donation.
I'd like to thank the mayor, and I'd like to thank Wegmans and ShopRite because they make it so easy for me to donate 500 pounds of food. Consider a child going hungry. It's a hardship. Let's get everyone together and let's all chip in one can.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
I'd also now like to call up the guy who's the brains and the brawn behind the entire program. Pete Barcelona works in our health department. He's out in the field all day, and he's the guy we give time off to collect food, to work with the middleman between all the donations that come in and getting them collected and out to the places that need to spread them out to the different people. So Pete is really the coordinator of everything. He does a fantastic job. He won the Mayor's Volunteer Award several years ago for his effort in this. We're very, very proud of the job he does. And let me ask Pete to say a few words about how this whole thing will work.
Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor said, this is one of the largest food drives that we conduct each year besides the Mayor's Summer Concert Series. Last year we raised over 27,000 pounds of food and more than $37,000, which went directly to our food pantries to purchase food from the community food bank at Hillside, which they buy at a discounted rate. But as the Mayor says, the need is great this time of the year. After the holidays, our pantries have been maxed out. We're looking to replenish the food that was given out at the holiday time. Our 11 food pantries currently serve the needs of over 600 families per month. We give out several thousand bags of food a month. So the need is great, but I assure, as last year we did very well, I'm sure this year we'll do the same. So we appreciate your help. Thank you.
Can you just explain how you use the money and you fill in the blanks if, one food pantry needs one thing and you know what to buy from the Hillside place. Can you talk about
Correct. Yeah, the Community Food Bank of Hillside is the community food pantry in Hillside, which most of our pantries are members, and they get once a month they have the opportunity, or twice a month as often as they need it, to purchase food directly through the state food purchase program, which generally runs maybe 15 cents a pound or less. They buy the items directly. The items are shipped directly to their food pantries for distribution at that point. Plus, there's also another food program there that the food is not purchased. It's free food at that point. So they do the money that's used here. We either buy the food directly from a Wegmans or a ShopRite at cost, or we buy directly from the community food bank at Hillside. So that money is very important because it allows us the opportunity to buy the things that are missing off the shelves at that point, our basic staples at that point.
Great, thank you, Peter. There's a lot of people here who actually work in the shelters, the pantries and the soup kitchens, that are the ones that take what Peter brings them and get it packaged and get it sorted and get it out to the people who need it. I see Jake. Jake, you always talk at these press conferences. You mind coming up and saying a few words? Jake's from the Avenel Presbyterian Church.
I would like to thank the mayor, ShopRite, Wegmans, all the merchants of Woodbridge area for their kind donations. This time of the year, it's kind of tough if you don't have any food on the table. As a child growing up in Europe after Second World War, I remember how hard that is when you have to go to bed hungry at night. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your contributions. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Is anybody else from the audience from one of the pantries wants to come up and say a few words? You're certainly welcome to. St. Cecilia's in the house. Come on up. Faith, you want to come up? Anybody else? Terry's from St. Cecilia's.
Thank you. I welcome the opportunity to thank all of the residents of Woodbridge and all the businesses in Woodbridge, because without your help, we would not be able to help all the families that we do. Thank you so very much on their behalf.
I haven't done this for 2 years, so this is... Anyway, I'm Faith Longstreet. I represent both the Congregational Church in Woodbridge and also the Calvin Hungarian Church of Woodbridge with food pantries. But what I wanted to speak of specifically was Woodbridge Township Women of Faith and also the origin of this drive. Those of us who are on the food bank committee from day one, about 15 years ago, Peter, something like that, sat around the table and said, where's the food? Because we had no food after the holidays. And so we brainstormed and got this idea of Have a Heart. Back then we were lucky if we ended up with $4,000 worth of food and money. So it's been a joy, especially the last 3 or 4 years, non-political speech, to work with the mayor here, who has put himself and his team behind this. And as Peter told you, we're getting over almost $40,000 in cash last year, and thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of food. And Women of Faith particularly is grateful because we do something that the other food pantries don't do, and that's just about once a month, whenever there is a holiday, we prepare home-cooked food and deliver it with love to primarily housebound seniors and disabled, and we could never do it without this drive and without the help of all of you in the community. We're up to almost 100 people a month, so thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Okay, for the record, the list of all the different food pantries are Heaven's Helper Pantry, First Presbyterian Church of Woodbridge, Trinity Episcopal Church, Metro Park Assembly of God, First Presbyterian Church of Avenel, St. James Roman Catholic Church, First Congregational Church Women of Faith, St. Cecilia's Roman Catholic Church, and Elijah's Bread Food Pantry. They're all those recipients. That's where the food gets collected. Yes? Oh, First Baptist of Seawarren, my bad. First Baptist of Seawarren. Did I miss anybody else? All right. Thank you very much. No, I forgot you at the service that night. I said you can drop it at someplace blocks away, but actually you were a collection point also. So thank you very much for that. So thank you all for coming out. Again, between now and February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, the annual Have a Heart Drive, let me give you the exact statistics. Last year, 27,500 pounds of food and $37,436. That's amazing. As I said, we're already over 1,000 pounds. And between the Colonia Country Club and Northfield Bank, we're already over $4,000. And with Carol's 500, we're actually probably closer to 2,000 pounds of food. So we have a fantastic start. It's a beautiful day. We have a month to get out there and collect all we can for the people of Woodbridge Township who need it. So thank you all very much for coming out.